1 year ago. 1 year ago, I decided to start making YouTube videos. I decided to show myself in front of camera and just talk about things that I'm interested in, talk about things that I think other people might also be interested in. 1 year later, 1 year, 40 videos, and 176-ish subscribers later, we are here. So in today's video, we will talk about the things I've learned all throughout that year, the things I think I did wrong, and the things I think I should have started doing a lot sooner. Let's talk about that in this video. So why we're making this video in the first place is because, well, a year ago, I did actually think about making this video. Thinking about what would it be like to make the 1 year anniversary video. So here we are, 1 long year later, and oh my goodness, it's kind of surreal really that I've actually put my face out there talking about nerdy things on this YouTube channel. To be honest, I actually didn't realize that it was already a year. So bear with me, I did not prepare for this video at all. This is just me talking to the camera, explaining the things I think might be interesting for some people starting their own channels. So my first video that I actually put my face out there was a video about audio, and looking back, that video actually had terrible audio. I was trying to explain audio and it was bad. The audio on that video was really bad, and I think I've come a long way since then. So number one thing I think for any YouTube video is, even more than the video, the picture quality, is the audio quality. So I think number one thing you should be investing in is proper ways to capture your voice. So looking back, I think that is a very big thing to learn, to understand that you might not have good videos at the start. You will not have good videos at the start. You will have your worst videos will be your first videos. So you should be able to let go of whatever expectation you may have, or let go of whatever pride you may have that you're making really good content, because you won't be making good content. Yeah, get over yourself. Just make videos. You'll be making bad videos, but eventually you'll be making better and better videos. And I'm still not there at the place where I think I have good videos. I think I have videos, period. I don't know if they're good or bad, but I'm working on it. And I think that's also something you have to learn, is that there's always something to improve in your videos. There's always something about your gear, maybe the way you're using your gear, the way you're pointing your camera, the way you're pointing your microphones, the way you're telling your story. There's always something to improve about your videos. That's something I think should be very important for everyone to understand. Let's talk about the past video. What are my past videos? I also started the channel as a vlog channel, really. I wanted to just talk in front of a camera and just say whatever. And eventually, I grew out of that because I was trying to chase after views. And the way to chase after views is to make content that people are searching for and people might be interested in. And to an extent, that's fine, totally fine, especially if you're going after views and if you're going after a way to monetize your channel. But for me, this isn't really a place where I wanna start doing this for work. This isn't really a thing that I wanna earn money from. This is just a thing that I want to be an artful outlet, something that I can make something interesting. Again, vlogs for me are a form of filmmaking, and I really don't want that monetization mindset to interfere with me making interesting and artful content. One thing that I do want to share though is, as a video editor, I think I've learned that to be a good video editor, you have to be able to edit videos in such a way that the video editing isn't really the star of the video. Rather, video editing is a way to be able to convey stories in a more natural way. If people are noticing your edits, I think you're doing it wrong. I think video editing should put the storytelling at the forefront, and the edit should actually help rather than take away from that storytelling. It shouldn't take away from the attention from the storytelling. So video editing, though it can be flashy, it should be subtle. So good editors actually, I think, understand this, and they don't take away from what's actually happening in their scenes that they're editing. And with that mindset, I think I eventually just learned to just hit record and just say anything and everything that's on my mind, and just ramble really, and whatever content that I want to produce, I'll just distill from whatever conversations I've had with the camera and take out the parts I want to show in the video. Again, the editing is where the storytelling happens. At least in my case as a video editor slash vlogger slash YouTuber. No, here's the cat. I also learned that you shouldn't be too conscious about everything. Perfectionism is actually a big enemy. I think you shouldn't pursue that level of perfection that you drive yourself crazy. It's okay that your cat enters your frame. It's okay that certain noises are in your videos. And I think it's okay if you don't have the perfect everything. And again, especially for my purposes, where I'm not really doing this for any gain really. I'm just doing this just to hang out. My primary focus in making a YouTube channel is actually to just meet people and hang out. Meet people with the same interests and hang out with these people, and hopefully build connections and, just have fun. I started this YouTube channel 1 year ago in the middle of the pandemic, where it was really difficult to really go out and find friends to hang out with and enjoy the gear that we spend so much on, right? Cameras, microphones, audio equipment, computer equipment. So YouTube has been a very great place for me, actually. After sharing a few videos, making a few videos, I've actually met a lot of really cool people on YouTube. Really cool people who are passionate about the same things, who use the same gear, who have very similar mindsets. So I think that's one thing. If you're starting a YouTube channel, that's one thing you should be always mindful about, is to keep going back to the reasons why you are making a channel in the first place, why you are making content in the first place. Always go back to that. If ever you find yourself lost with the content you're trying to make, always try and keep that in mind. What was the reason I started in the first place? What is it that I value the most about my channel? And for me, that's really just about hanging out with people. My last video was really surprising. I had like maybe 20-ish views on that, but that was one of my favorite videos recently, or even ever, just because it was a lot more intimate, and I was able to get a lot of comments from the people I've met on YouTube, and that's, for me, priceless. It really does make me happy to see those people in my comment section. Thank you so much for being there. And this is why I make videos, for people like that. For me to hang out, share my thoughts, and for me to interact with people. And what's funny though is doing this YouTube project, especially for the past year, has really helped with work, funnily enough. Again, I am a teacher, and teaching online has become very difficult because you have to interact with your students from the perspective of the camera, of the screen. The thing is, the younger crowd, students these days, are kind of used to watching YouTubers, again, Mr. Beast or Ninja or PewDiePie. And I think having experience doing YouTube, actually talking in front of camera, to the camera, helps with interacting with this crowd, with this specific demographic. It's very important to have that YouTuber voice, that YouTuber vibe, maybe. And again, everyone has their own personality on YouTube. I think mine will be something very similar to what you're seeing now. I mean, except for parts where I have to really get people's attention. But again, we're here to hang out, not for me to sell you anything, not for me to, force you to buy something from me. We're just chilling, hanging out. If you like it, then stick around, hit that thumbs up, subscribe. If you don't, then go hang out somewhere else. Be gone. See? The cat says so also. There's something about being comfortable in front of camera. I can actually say that I'm still very not comfortable in front of camera. It's very difficult for me to talk to such an inanimate object. I'm talking to glass. Like, this is a camera lens. I'm talking to glass. And how the hell is this supposed to feel natural? But I think it's just a lot of practice, really. It's a lot of practice, and what I like to do is I imagine the person I'm talking to. It's probably someone from the comment section in a previous video. So I imagine that person, and I just imagine them at the other side of this lens. So that really helps, and it's taken a year for me to get from that point to here, and I'm still not very comfortable, but at least it's more doable now. Eventually, I also realized that you don't have to put in so much effort into your videos. It doesn't have to be an all-out production doing your videos. In the past, I actually made use of several camera angles like this one. And eventually, I realized you don't really need that much production to just hang out. I don't know. I'm still trying to explore what I want to do really with this channel. But for now, I just like hang out. But who knows, we might evolve into a more creatives in general, content creation kind of thing. And with that, I think I've been speaking for way too long. I'll see you in the next video. Hit subscribe. Bye.